Major Garret is with us from the CBS News Washington Bureau. Major, we heard in your piece Donald Trump lashing out at the publisher of the New Hampshire Union Leader. We've heard him lash out before. In this case, the paper called him a bully. But this seems a little personal. Do you think this is part of his typical strategy to lash out against somebody who criticizes him? Or is he taking it to heart?
Well, I'm not sure Donald Trump takes very much to heart in the sense that he lashes out in every direction if anyone is either skeptical or critical of his claims of greatness and overall supremacy in politics. So what's important about this Union Leader editorial is, number one, the Union Leader in Manchester, the state's largest newspaper, is not nearly as influential as it was, let's say, 20 or 25 years ago, when its endorsement or its editorial voice could really move large sections of the Republican primary electorate. That's less true now than ever before. However, Trump knows he can't take any chances, and that editorial went to say two things about Trump: that it's up to New Hampshire voters to disabuse Trump of the notion that he is the front runner and he's going to remain the front runner. So it's the paper essentially telling New Hampshire Republicans, do your work and make sure you defeat this guy. It also says that there is nothing serious about Trump's political philosophy or his approach to the office of the presidency itself. Now, those are long-standing criticisms of Trump, but in a place like New Hampshire, where the Trump campaign must know, even though this is their first time around the track, that in the month of January, primary voters in New Hampshire are really going to move into a place of serious contemplation about what they're going to do with their primary vote. And if Trump doesn't win in Iowa, and Ted Cruz is running strongly there, and Trump could come in second or third there, and then loses New Hampshire, then the question becomes, has all of the Trump momentum built entirely on the froth of polls disappeared? Trump doesn't want to risk that, so taking on the Union Leader and trying to not only denounce it, but isolate it from the conversation among Republican primary voters makes strategic sense for the Trump campaign.
Major, we see at the moment Trump taking aim at Hillary Clinton, Chris Christie, and the New Hampshire newspaper. Is there a limit to how many fights Trump can be engaged in?
A short answer, no, there is not. But the interesting thing to me is Chris Christie is now back in the conversation from Trump's perspective. What does that tell us? That tells us that the Trump campaign has decided that Chris Christie's momentum in New Hampshire is genuine. And what did Trump say yesterday? Hey, Chris Christie thinks he's beyond Bridgegate. He's not. Trump intends to bring it up. He brought it up again yesterday and said that is a disqualifier for Chris Christie. He can't win because of all the attendant aspects of that Bridgegate scandal. Said there is no way Chris Christie could not have known about it. Chris Christie, of course, says he didn't. His aides did. They've been taking responsibility. There's been this accountability process that Chris Christie has gone through. Governor Christie even told me last week that that entire experience is not only behind him, but it's made him a calmer, more mature leader. Well, I think we're about to find out.
Chief White House Correspondent Major Garret, thank you so much.
You got it.